Good morning, I'm WaywornWyrm, and welcome to my channel, and welcome back to Vlogmas. So today marks the first day where I actually had two ideas of what to talk about, and I chose one and we'll do the other probably sometime later this month. Important thing to talk about. So what I'd like to talk about is there is a role-playing game that I really want to play, and I'm actually going to do a series of videos on this channel about it called Qin the Warring States. It is basically it's based on the Chinese Warring States period. If you've seen Ang Lee's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, that would fit in this game perfectly. In fact, it's one of the inspirations for the game. So, one of the books about that in this series is a bestiary, and basically what it is about is how to make your game more or less supernatural. And so it talks at length about all of these creatures from Chinese folklore and Chinese mythology and Chinese fantasy. And so when there's one that I really want to use. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Yao or something like that. Y-A-O. It's an animal that has transcended its nature and has become more human, but not quite fully human. And there's an adventure in particular that I want to run with it. And that, thinking about that adventure has caused me to think about this issue. On one hand, so, all of a sudden I'm scatterbrained. I knew exactly what I was going to say before I started recording. Now that I'm recording, I'm sure you know how that goes. As I was saying, the players that I'm most likely to get for this game, especially if I do it in person rather than streaming online, or just doing it online and not streaming. I don't know if any of them know anything about Chinese folklore. So that brings up a really interesting possibility. Because, like in D&D, if I throw a troll at the characters, I describe the troll. They go, "Oh, it's a troll. We need to kill it with acid or fire." Once it goes down, do acid or fire damage to it. It doesn't get back up. Yeah, or like in one of my home games, I have right now I only have one, but at one time I had two players that have been playing for decades. And I pull out a creature from earlier editions. They're like, "Oh, I know exactly what that is." So I won't have that, which, it's kind of good, because then I'll be able to pull out a creature and all of the people will be discovering the strengths and weaknesses together. But also, the other side of that exact same coin is this adventure that I want to run. I don't think there's a moment where it becomes very clear what this creature is. I might end up trying to figure out a role that they can do at some point to possibly know. Not that it really matters. It doesn't actually affect the story that much, so I'm not too worried about it. But there's not going I don't think there's going to be a moment where either I give them a clue that will unlock the knowledge in someone's brain that allow them to connect the dots, or or a point where they have so many clues, all of a sudden it snaps into focus, and they go, "Oh, it's a troll," for example. Going back to the troll from D&D. So yeah, that's a thing. You know, on one hand, yay that they don't know. You know, they're not going to be able to use player knowledge to exploit what they know or they don't know. And I know there are whole discussions about that and how good it is or not, but I'll be sidestepping that whole issue. The players won't know, so they essentially can't metagame in this game because they don't have the knowledge to metagame, which is whatever. I think far too many things are called metagaming, and metagaming is treated as far too bad of a thing. So yeah, I don't know. This doesn't really have a point. It's just kind of talking about this interesting conundrum that I thought of, and that I'd kind of talk it through with you guys. Definitely go into the comments and let me know what you think about this. I'm really interested in talking to people about this. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for our next Vlogmas episode. Thank you.